Top Team, is where I'm training at now. They have a lot of professional guys there.
All the holes that were in Kimbo's game, he's been working on with the American Top Team.
For the first time in all my fights, you'll probably see Kimbo Slice as a mixed martial artist.
This is going to be a real test for Kimbo and see if he belongs here in the UFC. Houston Alexander has tremendous knockout power.
I would love to have a storybook ending and knocking Kimbo Slice in the first round.
You want to talk about some power? Houston Alexander is for real. From unknown to stopping two big names in the UFC in 2 fights.
They're going to go out into the middle of the octagon and they're going to throw punches until somebody goes down. This is going to be a fight that Kimbo fans are going to want to see.
First opportunity I get, definitely going to knock this joker out.
Coming up next, Kimbo Slice takes on Houston Alexander. Our tale of the tape for this colossal collision. Kimbo 35, Houston 37. Kimbo Slice 6'2", 4 pounds heavier, catchweight fight 215, 5-inch reach advantage. With our official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special catchweight fight consisting of 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 9 wins, 4 losses, and 1 no contest. Standing 6 feet tall, weighing in at 208 pounds. Fighting out of Omaha, Nebraska, Houston, the Assassin Alexander. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a brawler. He holds a professional record of 3 wins with 1 loss. Standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 212 pounds. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, Kimbo Slice. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of this contest is Josh Rosenthal.
Gentlemen. All right, guys, you've been over your instructions. I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands all times. Defend yourselves all times. Step back to your corners. Let's do this.
No kidding. Let's do this.
Man.
You know what Kimbo said when asked about his opponent, Houston Alexander? He said, Houston, you're going to have a problem. Kimbo Slice.
Tell me, you ready?
Houston Alexander.
Fight.
Here we go. Houston outside. Kimbo in the center.
Interesting, Houston Alexander using his footwork and circling.
Kimbo Slice, we saw on the show, his knee a little bit worn out, and Houston Alexander told me a couple of days ago he's going to target with some leg kicks, and he looked for it right there. Going to try to chop down Kimbo early.
Interesting seeing Houston circle like this. This is a first. I think, maybe he thought that Kimbo probably expected him to come charging right at him, so he's showing him some different looks.
Houston Alexander said, I'm not a hater of Kimbo Slice. I've been where he is. I had to strengthen my game, become more versatile, and Kimbo has shown a commitment to do so. We've also said first punch might be the last punch of this fight.
This is just getting weird now. This is like over a minute of just spinning around in a circle.
Well, Kimbo will be very wise not to get drawn into throwing an ugly punch and walking into Houston, though. Sooner or later, they'll engage. Rosenthal will push him.
I thought the fight would have been over by now.
We would have been through 4 replays from 5 different angles. You can see he wants to kick, does Houston Alexander. Slice told on the show that had some arthritis in that knee, and again, he's just trying to pepper the inside leg just a little bit, get his attention.
He's got to be careful there that he doesn't run into a counter right hand when he does that, Mike. When he throws that kick, his head is straight up in the air.
There it is again. Alexander is doing exactly what he told me he was going to do, Joe. This is the game plan. Kimbo's saying, let's do this. Kimbo training in American Top Team. Omaha, Nebraska zone. Houston Alexander. Kimbo's starting to take a little bit of space away, Joe.
That was a good one. Good inside leg kick there.
Yep.
Second one he pulled back.
When he throws that kick, those hands better stay up, as you talked about. That chin better be tucked.
Yeah, see how he's throwing that?
Yep,
He's dropping
absolutely.
his hand. His head is straight up in the air. Kimbo hasn't thrown anything, though. I mean, we're 3 minutes into this fight. Kimbo hasn't thrown anything. That was a good one.
Here we go!
Watch
Now
that
the
clinch.
fight's officially underway.
Both men swinging. Again with that combination.
Oh, nice movement. Good head movement by Alexander. Looking for some knees. He rolled under that last one. Man, he's working that front leg over and over again, though.
Well, he's definitely sticking to his game plan.
Throw an elbow when he comes in. Corner of Kimbo's slice.
And again with that inside leg kick.
Kimbo stuck around the house, and he just absorbed all the great training throughout the competition. Member of Team Rampage. Eliminated early by Big Country, who will fight in the heavyweight final later tonight. Houston won lying when he told me what he was going to do, Joe. Feels like that leg may be a bit fragile. And he continues to work on it.
He's throwing them all from the front leg, though, Mike. He's not mixing it up at all. There he goes.
Yeah,
Thought about doing it with the back leg.
Yep. Throw the big chop on it.
Landed it again. He's definitely softening up that leg.
Yeah, you can see, look at even Kimbo's stance just a little bit not as wide now, Joe. He's not exposing that left leg as much. First round uneventful. Second round coming up.
Hey, Shenhua. You got this. What should I do? You should throw a little bit of the left hook and finish with the right hand. Think a little bit more than what you're doing right now. And the two straight punches. Look at his leg and throw the right hand. Look at his left. Look at his leg and throw the left hook. You know what I'm saying? Just cut the corner to your left hand. Get with the left and throw with the right. Right? Yeah. And we're here, man. You're fighting a great fight. Okay? Let's go. Keep it up.
Step back, step back, step back.
In the corner, Kimbo Slice asked Ricardo Laboria from American Top Team, what should I do? He asked Ricardo Laborio, what do I do to counter this? He said, watch the leg, don't throw your punches so straight. Set it up, start cutting the corner. Shorten the distance every time he circles.
He's not doing it, though, Mike. He's not cutting it off. He's just letting him circle.
And that's what Ricardo talked about, Joe.
Houston's that's not effective movement either. He's moving in the exact same way over and over and over again. I mean, he's just circling around him like a merry-go-round.
Good, gentlemen, let's do this.
Kimbo's getting frustrated now. Again with that inside leg kick, and now he goes to the outside, but
That's the one he really wants, Joe. Kimbo swinging a miss.
I've never seen Houston Alexander follow a strategy and a game plan so well.
Well, we saw what happened. Sorry, Joe. We saw what has happened when he hasn't had a strategy.
But he's becoming boring. I mean, who would have ever thought?
Not at all. Everyone been talking about this fight since it has become official, saying perfect opponent. Let's see if Houston does become the perfect opponent for Kimbo. Then again, he's not going into the strength of Kimbo's game. I mean, if you're Kimbo, do you take a chance? You start to really move forward, Joe?
Nice jab by Kimbo.
There's your answer.
Now Kimbo's getting aggressive. Kimbo's got a hold of him. He's hitting down.
Takedown. Right into the full mount.
Kimbo slice with the mount. And Houston powers out of it. Big right hand by Kimbo. And again, Houston sticking with this plan. These are slaps though, Mike. He's not dealing with these leg kicks.
He got rocked. He slipped and Kimbo jumped right on it.
Oh, nasty body shot.
Alexander. The assassin.
Kimbo is taking his back.
Elbows Houston, yep.
He's taking his back.
Trying to finish it again. Now you see the advancement of Kimbo's game. That had to take a lot of wind out of Alexander. To the top position again. Big shots.
Big ground and pound by Kimbo.
Got his back. Trying to get the hooks in, Joe.
Kimbo Slice has been working on his ground game, Mike. That is for sure.
Ricardo Laborio and all the great trainers and fighters at ATT, American Top Team. Looking to finish it by submission.
He's got it around the neck, Mike. He's got to get behind Kimbo, behind Houston more if he wants to finish him. He's going to turn. He can turn here and wind up in Kimbo's guard. Now Kimbo's going to mount him. Kimbo is dominating. To start training with American Top Team, he knew that he was going to get beat up day in, day out with some of the best fighters in the world there, but that it would only make him better. And you're seeing right now the fruits of his Houston out the back door. But he's taking some shots, Mike.
Oh, another big uppercut. Boom!
What you did right now, you're going to win this fight. Look beautiful. You're the Kimbo. Let's send him some water here. Give you that respect. Listen, you got him. The left hand. Kimbo, listen, look at this. Left hand. Right. You're breathing. You're breathing. You won this round by far. If you don't make mistakes, you win this fight. Keep your hands up. Breathe. Keep your hands up. Wait. Sit down, hands up. You can't stall anymore. You gotta let it go, all right? Let the right hand go. Come on.
Let's go. Watch the ice, guys.
Let's go, let's go.
Get the ice on here. Okay, go.
Guys, let's go over here. Let's go.
Third and final round.
Tell them, last round. Let's fight.
5 minutes remains. Kimbo hurt Houston a couple of times in round number 2.
Round number 2 is all Kimbo Slice, Mike.
Mouse under the left eye of Alexander. And Kimbo showing a ground game, looking for submissions.
Houston swinging.
Alexander has one punch knockout power. We've seen that before. Here's what we thought would be the process early. Big jab.
Houston He's very tired, Mike. His arms are swollen up with blood.
He might have a problem here. Now, they always talk about the jab being the most underutilized weapon in MMA. Kimbo's throwing that jab to finish fights.
Let's go, gentlemen. Last round. Let's do this.
I'm bleeding, you're bleeding, let's put on a show. This is what we promised the world. And you want to talk about the power of the internet show. Kimbo shaking it off. Alexander's throwing, absolutely.
He's trying to find that chin. But his arms are so tired at this point.
Well, we saw what he did against Jardine.
Right, but that was in the first round.
Yep.
You know, in this third round, I mean, he's such a muscular guy. All that blood's pumping through those muscles right now.
Kimbo jawing at Houston to get it going.
Let's work, gentlemen. Let's work.
Under 3 now.
I would have never thought we'd be seeing a third round, and I never would have thought we'd be seeing a third round with these guys just standing in front of each other like this.
Alexander trying to duck under again, Joe.
Oh, that was a good one.
Huge kick. That's the one we talked about.
That was a big shot, Mike.
He went for that knee.
That was the most powerful leg kick that he threw.
No question.
Now Kimbo's got him down.
Half guard.
Knock down! Knock down! Knock down! Knock down! Watch the C-pad. Watch the C-pad on the floor. Now stand! Now do it! Don't do it!
Under 2. Now you can hear the corner of Alexander saying, all right, we've done it, we've gotten this far, now let's turn it up. But does Houston Alexander have anything left to do so?
Gentlemen. Work, gentlemen.
Houston Alexander is exhausted, Mike. He's trying to grab a hold of the foot of Kimbo Slice and possibly put him in an electric chair sweep, but he's just too tired.
Huge shots to the midsection. Houston Alexander trying to work the head of Kimbo Slice.
Step back. Step back. You're right. Let's go.
The fight might happen here in the last.
Let's go.
Deep breaths. Both men are very tired, Mike. And there's that leg kick again.
1 minute remains.
Kimbo checked that one. He looks very awkward on that leg, though, Mike.
No question. Well, we knew it was damaged from watching him inside the Ultimate Fighter house.
Work, gentlemen. Last round.
And Houston's throwing those kicks, they just don't have a lot of pep on them. The one that did is the one that put him down.
And you could tell Slice was hurt. Again, he's working that front leg. Under 30 seconds remains.
Let's work, guys. Let's work. Let's work.
Kimbo just looked up at the clock. Here it comes.
Both guys are so tired, Mike. Look how slow these punches are coming. Oh, big elbow by Houston. Got him. Right hand behind it.
Final seconds of the fight.
Wow.
Perhaps shocking the MMA world, it goes the distance. And what a huge slam. I mean, this one almost finished the fight. Vicious ground and pound. So we are seeing the growth of a true mixed martial artist in Kimbo Slice. Houston Alexander with a huge kick. He stuck to his game plan, but was it enough? Let's find out. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score this contest 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Kimbo Slice!
Not the way we thought it would occur, but you know what? I see a future, and I think the world does tonight in Kimbo Slice. Here's Joe.
Congratulations, Kimbo. How good does it feel to get your first official victory here in the UFC?
Thank God, man. But it feels good. I'm sorry about that. We did our best, yo. Y'all got to give us credit.
What I was most impressed with in this fight, Kimbo, was the evidence of your ground game and the improvement as a mixed martial artist, and you've got to take some satisfaction in that.
Yeah, I want to thank ATT for everything, but I'm still working on it, you know? So long.
I'm sure you are.
It's not easy.
Tell us about the experience of being in the house and then going from, you know, fighting for Elite XC to fighting in the UFC house and then finally getting a victory in the UFC right now. How you feeling?
I feel good, you know. The house was a good experience. It was very mental than anything.
Well, you did a tremendous job on the show. You did a tremendous job tonight. You got your first official UFC victory, and I can't wait to see you again.
Thank you.
Kimbo Slice, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe not the way the world thought it would happen, but maybe more importantly, we're seeing a guy who really wants to dedicate himself to this sport. Very humble and